One of the greatest mysteries of the world, Atlantis has captivated historians, archaeologists, and adventurers' imaginations for centuries. Once a shining ancient city in the midst of the seas, it was the center of a powerful and advanced civilization. However, it was submerged into the depths of the waters overnight due to massive earthquakes. So, did Atlantis really exist? Or is it just a myth? In this fascinating story that stretches from Plato's writings to the present day, let's explore the clash between gods and a proud civilization and uncover the mystery behind the greatest lost city in history. One of the most fascinating and mysterious lost cities of the ancient world, Atlantis has continued to captivate people for thousands of years. Atlantis was first mentioned by the Greek philosopher Plato around 360 BC in his works Timaeus and Critias. According to Plato, Atlantis was a great maritime civilization. Its people were wise, powerful, and wealthy. According to the legend of Atlantis, the city was founded by the sea god Poseidon. Poseidon established a mountain at the center of Atlantis and lived there with a mortal woman named Cleito. The 10 children born from this union became the kings of Atlantis, and over time, the city evolved into a great civilization. According to Plato's descriptions, Atlantis had a complex city plan. The city consisted of concentric rings of land expanding around a central mountain. The city had interlocking canals and roads arranged in a pattern that spread from the city center to the outer ring. At the center was a grand temple and palace dedicated to Poseidon. The palace was adorned with gold, silver, and precious stones. Atlantis was highly advanced in technology and science. According to Plato, the people of Atlantis possessed advanced engineering skills and could build various mechanical devices and structures. The scientific knowledge of Atlantis was far ahead of other civilizations. The people of Atlantis had amassed great knowledge by carefully studying natural phenomena and the heavens. Experiencing a legendary golden age, Atlantis thrived in peace and abundance. The city's palaces, temples, and enormous ports, adorned with gold and silver, made it one of the richest civilizations on Earth. The people of Atlantis had advanced so much in technology, science, and art that other kingdoms admired and feared them. According to Plato's account, the people of Atlantis were blessed by the gods, having every opportunity nature could offer. However, over time, this civilization became morally corrupt and began to show disrespect toward the gods. The greatest cause of Atlantis's downfall was pride. The people of Atlantis began to be arrogant toward the gods with the power they possessed. This led to the wrath of the gods. Zeus, unable to tolerate Atlantis's arrogant attitude any longer, decided to teach them a lesson. According to Plato's account, Atlantis was destroyed overnight by great earthquakes and floods. This city, annihilated by the gods, was submerged into the depths of the sea and was never found again. Plato indicates that Atlantis was located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, the Strait of Gibraltar, meaning it was in the Atlantic Ocean. However, many theories have been developed about the location of Atlantis. One of the most popular theories is that Atlantis might actually be Santorini Island or the Minoan civilization in Crete. The large volcanic eruption on Santorini in the 1600s BC could have destroyed the Minoan civilization and might have inspired the Atlantis legend. Some researchers suggest that Atlantis could be in the Atlantic Ocean or in regions like the Caribbean. The idea that Atlantis may be connected to the Minoan civilization is one of the strongest theories. The Minoans were an advanced maritime civilization, and they were wealthy as described by Plato. The massive volcanic eruption on Santorini, ancient Thera, supports the story of Atlantis sinking into the sea overnight. The eruption might have caused a giant tsunami and brought an end to the Minoan civilization in Crete. Whether Atlantis really existed remains a major topic of debate. Some historians and archaeologists view the details Plato provided about Atlantis as a philosophical allegory. Plato may have used Atlantis as a moral lesson about how an ideal society can become corrupt. Atlantis serves as a warning about how humanity can become arrogant with power and wealth, and how this can lead to its downfall. In modern times, many scientific studies have been conducted to find the location of Atlantis. Techniques such as sonar scanning, underwater mapping, and archaeological excavations are used to search for traces in the depths of the sea. Research in southern Spain and the Bahamas aims to find clues about Atlantis. However, no definitive evidence of Atlantis has been found to date. Atlantis has had a significant cultural impact not only in ancient times but also in modern times. Since the Renaissance, Atlantis has become one of the most inspiring topics in art and literature. Thomas More's Utopia and Jules Verne's adventurous stories drew inspiration from the allure of Atlantis. Atlantis continues to be featured in modern works, from films to video games. Disney's Atlantis: The Lost Empire is one of the modern portrayals of this lost civilization. Atlantis has deeper symbolic meanings beyond just being a city. Although Plato initially depicted the people of Atlantis as virtuous and just, he narrates how they became corrupt over time due to wealth and power. Atlantis symbolizes how humanity can become arrogant upon achieving success, and how nature balances this arrogance. In this way, Atlantis serves as a universal warning about how civilizations can bring about their own destruction. Although the mysterious civilization described by Plato is lost to history, it continues to live on in our minds and legends.